The Indian Council of Agricultural Research (ICAR) is an apex organization in the country, spearheading agricultural research, education, and extension activities for productivity enhancement and diversification of Indian agriculture. Agriculture in India is the pivotal sector for ensuring food and nutritional security, sustainable development, and for alleviation of poverty. The Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture, CIFA, the premier ICAR institute for research, training, and extension in freshwater aquaculture, has been contributing to the growth of Indian freshwater aquaculture sector with many programs for sustainable development. During 25 years of intensive research and extension by CIFA since 1987, several projects were conducted on socio-economic development and empowerment of women through aquaculture. Different aquaculture technologies, that is carp breeding, seed rearing, composite carp culture, ornamental fish breeding and culture, integrated fish farming, etc., have been popularized and adopted by the women in India, particularly in rural areas. A women empowerment program for mainstreaming them into aquaculture was undertaken for overall economic improvement of the farm women in 3 villages of 2 districts, Jaipur in Puri district and Fakirpada and Paribasudepur in Khordha district of Odisha. Participatory rural appraisal (PRA) tools were employed to identify and prioritize the problems. 100 beneficiaries from each district were selected in consultation with the concerned line department officials, and the Gram Panchayat. Priority was accorded to women SHGs to be included in the project. A total of 4 acres water bodies in 3 selected villages were adopted for demonstration. Hands-on trainings were provided to the women SHGs in different aspects of freshwater aquaculture, namely pond preparation, liming, stocking, manuring, feeding, healthcare and harvesting. The principle of learning by doing was employed to reinforce the new skills in composite carp culture. Trainings were imparted in small groups of 20 to 25 farm women both at the farm site and CIFA headquarters at Kaushalya Ganga on freshwater aquaculture. The year 2014 has been declared as International Year of Family Farming by the 66th session of United Nations General Assembly in recognition of the importance small-scale farming plays in poverty alleviation and food security. The same holds true in the case of small-scale fisheries and aquaculture. A small-scale fishery substantially adds to achieve food, nutritional and livelihood security of millions in developing countries. Women are important. Without them, our livelihood would be difficult, is frequently mentioned in Participatory Rural Appraisal (PRA) basic information. The scope and magnitude of women participation in coastal and landlocked rural pockets depends upon aquaculture technology, status of women in the society, their access to training opportunities and development assistance. Women fisher folks are necessarily confined to domestic-based and auxiliary tasks like pond preparation, seed rearing, feed procurement and feeding, water and guard of fish ponds. Both man and women share the responsibility in productive works like rice and vegetable farming, livestock, horticulture, fisheries, etc. by the degree of requirement of labor and security of these activities. Women and men are engaged in complementary activities in freshwater aquaculture. Small-scale aquaculture is viewed as being especially attractive to rural women because it can be carried out with minimal investment and close to homestead and can be interlinked with daily course of life. Women in fishing communities follow the traditional package of catering fish with traditional gears in ditches, swamps, canals and paddy fields. The catch is mostly used for domestic consumption and any surplus is sold in local or adjacent markets. Rural women are involved in managing fish ponds, feeding, fish harvesting, and marketing of farm products. Main cultivable species of the area are Indian major carps, exotic carps, catfishes, tilapia, murrels, minor carps, giant freshwater prawn, and riverine prawns. Gender equity and equality in fisheries resource management at all levels from farm to fork value chain, in which both men and women have important role to play. A sustainable small-scale fishery particularly addresses the gender equity and equality. Gender Mainstreaming Project ICAR, Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture, has undertaken to provide relevant information on status of women involved in fisheries and aquaculture. Mission Shakti, women self-help groups have encouraged women to participate in aquaculture activities. Challenges faced: women not initially considered as recipient of publicly owned resources. Women of Jaipur, Paribasudepur and Fakirpada in the project area formed groups for fish farming in small ponds and accessed the public ponds through lease arrangement. The groups included widowed, divorced women and BPL card holders. Members of each group came from the same community, giving women a voice. The interest groups adopted a participatory commodity-oriented fisheries resource management. The participatory process helped women to access to decision-making process. This process made them socially and economically independent in creating enabling environment for empowering women and giving them the opportunity to realize their full potentials in community aquaculture. Gender gap. Women-based participatory aquaculture has reduced the gender gap. Women get equal access to aquaculture value chain. Increased entrepreneurial success for farm women improves their family income, food security, and economic development of aquaculture sector. The timing of pond harvest must be tailored to meet the local supply and demand pattern. Numerous lessons have been learned from the success and failures of these endeavors. The continuing presence of gender advocates enable the poor women to operate low technology and low input aquaculture system that are an extension of their domestic tasks, allowing them to integrate aquaculture activities with household and childcare chores. The formation of village-level gender-responsive resources management bodies like women self-help groups has helped for aquaculture development. Skills provided to small-scale family or community production system has benefited everybody. Aquaculture is increasingly being recognized as a tool for empowering women. More and more women entrepreneurs have taken up fish culture as a micro-enterprise along with other agricultural and small-scale industries. Adoption of aquaculture as subsidiary occupation or micro-enterprises has led to improved household nutrition, food security, and better income and enhanced employment opportunities. It is time that we seek to realize the full potential of women in aquaculture, mainstream them in development activities, and provide all support and strength for enhanced productivity in order to ensure that women utilize their full potential in profitable activity, live fish farming. A considerable amount of attention has to be given to women self-help groups for socio-economic development of women.